welcome to episode 67 of the Army ThinkTank podcast. I am Jan.
Jess.
How are we doing this week?
Good. I don't know.
Just like last week, we are wearing the same things as our reaction that would have gone up on Monday.
Tuesday? You're
doing Tuesday this time?
Tuesday.
Okay. On Tuesday. I know words. I know my weekdays. It happens. But that's because we are recording the reaction and the podcast back to back.
Yes.
Um,
efficiency, everybody. Efficiency.
Exactly. So, you're going on a business trip.
I am going on a business trip. That is correct. I will be going to the small town in Alberta for the next like five days. Yep.
Exciting stuff, yo.
It should be. I mean, I would hope it is.
Hopefully.
Well, okay, so I am excited about what they're shooting because like I know what it is. So I am excited about it because it's I'm hoping it's going to be like really cool. But I don't know. It's going to be interesting. We're going to have to like work around a lot of stuff, and it's a little complicated because all of our gear and the way that we have to do this time, it's a little weird. But we'll figure it out, I'm sure. Hopefully.
Hopefully. My health has been confirmed to be doing okay.
It's good.
Because I had an exam last week, and still doesn't explain my symptoms, but at least it's not what we thought it was.
Which is good.
Yeah. That means I don't need to get surgery as of right now, so that's really good.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
But otherwise, everything's been going very slowly.
Yeah.
Immigration still is actively reviewing my stuff. It's been 2 months. That's so active.
I mean, are you surprised? Because I'm not.
I'm not either. But it is what it is. I'm here, and yeah.
So we got a lot to talk about this.
There's a bunch of shit.
There's a bunch of stuff
that's been released, announced, happening.
Yeah. Okay.
First things first, since we talked about that last week, we were talking about how much we wanted to get behind the scenes, and we got them.
Twice.
2 of them.
2 of them. One from Hybe and then one from Psy.
P-Nation, yeah.
Yeah, P-Nation. Which is really exciting. Honestly, okay, I'm so mad that I didn't notice this before. Because, like, okay, so I was watching the behind the scenes. And Psy was talking about, you know, the part where they're Yoongi and Psy are, like, slapping each other. Yeah. And he's wearing the Gundam style.
Wait, you didn't know?
I didn't notice that before. I didn't notice.
I like as soon as when we were watching,
such an idiot.
When we were watching the MV together, I was like, oh my god, that Gangnam Style, and I guess it flew right above your head.
Well, it didn't register at that point. That was anyway. But I really
until Yoongi said it when he saw Psy in the behind the scene.
It was more that Psy had said, like, he's killing off Gundam Style to go into this new era. And I was like, duh. Like, that makes sense. Anyway, I really enjoyed the behind the scenes. Yoongi's so funny.
For me, it's the part where they were stretching and Yoongi was just sitting there being Yoongi, and Psy's like, are you done stretching? And then he's like, oh,
stretching. Yeah. Also, like, the studio parts always, like, make me laugh a lot.
Because I'm practicing.
It's just so funny. It reminds me a lot, actually, of when Chris was, when they were doing My Universe together. Chris is just, like, laughing at Yoongi in the studio.
He's such a precious being.
He is. He's also so, like... I don't know what the word is, but, like, when he's in that, like, studio vibe, he's very much, like flustered a little bit.
Yeah.
Which is kind of funny.
Because I have a feeling that he's kind of used of doing it like alone. So having someone
there
on the other side just like
Yeah.
listening to him,
or like just with his members, right? Like I'm sure
yeah,
he's
his
not.
members are like his usual producers kind
Yeah.
of thing.
It also
So-
does remind me of like when we got that behind the scenes of In the Soup when they were making the intro song and he's just like messing up the whole time. That's what it reminds me of. But I agree. I think it's like he's usually so alone when he's making music.
And also he's just like, that's his element. Like,
Yeah.
he's just having a lot of fun in the shows.
It's so much fun to watch like them behind the scenes like make music because you know it's just this is what they want to do. This is their life.
Yeah.
This is what they love and it
Absolutely.
completely shows like through that.
I mean, he said that even when he's 40, he still wants to like make music and go on tour.
Yeah.
And
I mean, Jimin has said that too. He's like, I will dance until I can't dance anymore.
I'm sure Hybe feels the same way in that sense. Like
sure
all of them
all
for
of them
sure.
do.
Yeah. So
it's just like
that was very wholesome.
It was wholesome. I love the behind the scenes. Like we discussed in depth like how I feel about or how we feel about Psy and Yoongi's relationship and just it's so wholesome and I love to see it. And Psy is like the cutest person ever, especially on his social medias, like being like, oh my god, like we made it like 75 million views.
So
or
like his TikToks are the best.
They're so freaking funny. I can't. I literally can't. It's
For
so
me,
good.
it's Yuna's Instagram story with Dot inside. Like that girl was like, I'm gonna twerk on my boss.
Yeah, sounds about right. I feel like that's a normal thing to do on a Tuesday.
Yeah, Jessie was right when she said that all the P Nation artists are chaotic, and I'm here for it.
I love it. I'm having such a good time. I love it. But yeah, so excited, so happy for Psy too to like be able to, you know, get on the charts and make a good impression and
it's very well deserved.
Oh, totally.
I think it was on Saturday. Yeah. So Jacob and I now have a car playlist where it's not only K-pop, so this boy can survive. But we were jamming that like so loud. And we were having a freaking blast in the car. But the funny thing is that we went from that to My Immortal.
Oh.
To Loser Lover.
Oh no.
To Honey.
That's a transition.
It was a
That's a lot. Like, you know.
It was really fun though. That's the kind of thing that sometimes you just gotta do, you know.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
All right, in other news, there's a new Hybe group that debuted. A new girl group debuted under Source Music, one division of Hybe.
Okay.
They are Le Seraphim.
Interesting.
Their music is amazing. It's so good.
I'm gonna have to listen here. I don't listen to a lot of girl groups. Like I have
either, but like I was like, this is a Hybe
girl group.
So
yeah,
so I'm gonna give it a shot. Fearless is a bop. Blue Flame is a bop. I believe Blue Flame is actually also a soundtrack in a TV show.
Oh, interesting.
I don't remember which one.
That's helpful.
But it is.
Okay.
Listen.
I believe you.
There's so much going on.
I know. Yeah, we have lots of things to keep up with.
They've released also there's a music video for Fearless.
Okay.
Because it's their debut song.
Sure.
And also Le Seraphim is kind of like a if you like move the letters, if you can say I'm fearless, which is really cool.
Ah, that's cool.
That's why their name has 2 S's.
That makes sense.
And they performed both Fearless and Blue Flame. So you can watch that. It's really good. I like it a lot.
I'm gonna have to.
I'm excited to see where they go and the music they'll release.
Yeah, it's always the, it's always a hard thing to debut because you don't know what's going to happen after debut, like what's going to be the trajectory of your career. And K-pop is extremely difficult to
Mm-hmm.
maintain.
Let me bring out the
So,
breakdown of the members. Because there's some members from iZone, I believe, in
oh,
there.
really? Interesting.
Yeah, because iZone was a temporary group, right?
Right. Yeah, I remember that. So they
Let's
just
see.
took iZone and then made a new group with them.
Yeah, some of the members, at least.
Some of them. Okay.
Yeah.
How many members are there?
6, just like GFriend
Oh, okay.
had. Yeah.
Oh yeah, GFriend. I almost forgot about them.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you got. Oh, my mouse is acting up. So you got Chaewon, which is the leader.
Okay.
And she was an iZone. She's a
Ah.
former iZone member.
Okay.
You got Sakura. She's pretty AF, just saying. Well, they all are. She's also a former iZone member. You have Yeonjun, not to be confuzzled with the Yeonjun. She's a new. Yeah, she was in Produce 48 as a Pledis Entertainment trainee, but she was not an iZone.
Okay.
You got Kazuha. I think she's the one that was a former ballerina.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. She's a former ballerina. She's also a new idol. And you have Garam. She is also a new idol, but she appeared in Hypen's Drunk Days Envy.
Oh.
And then you have Unche, who is also a new idol, and she's friends with I have the hardest time saying her name, Kai's sister.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to call her Kai's sister. I just don't want to butcher her name.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Okay, that's kind of interesting. I mean, it's good to have at least 2 members who sort of, know what, I don't want to say know what they're doing, but like
have been in the industry before.
Have been in the industry a while. And especially the leader being that.
Yeah.
That's really good.
They're all like extremely talented, like incredible singers and dancers. I think they have a bright future ahead of them, like from what I've seen so far.
I guess we'll just
they're also really active on TikTok.
That makes sense. I feel like a lot of the younger
them, I think Unche danced with Yeonjun.
Oh, interesting.
Because they did it with the Hybe MCs.
That makes sense. That checks out.
That checks out, right?
That checks out. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that they would be like very active on like especially TikTok, because I feel like the younger member groups like
they're all like
TXT and Hyphen,
they're also like pretty young.
Yeah.
So
makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be interesting.
I like them a lot. So that says a lot because I usually prefer boy groups.
I'm like exclusively boy groups.
You know.
Yeah, I'm like exclusive. Not that I don't like girl groups, because they're great. I mean,
you guys know how much I love ITZY. Like,
yeah,
with my whole heart.
I just don't have like a connection that I have with boy groups.
And also, like, most of the time, the concepts are just so different. Like, a lot of girl groups are so like love bubbly kind of thing.
Yeah, a lot of the time, and that just doesn't fit my personal like vibe or like taste.
I think that's why I just like ITZY so much.
Yeah.
I like Twice a lot. I think that's like the one exception.
Yeah, Twice
Twice is an exception, man.
Twice is an exception. Yeah. I feel like that's That's with anybody though. I feel like Twice is definitely the exception for everybody. You know what I mean?
I think they put like crack into their songs or
Oh
something.
my god. Actually though.
So good.
It's so good.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Okay. Next up we have Yoongi's Vlive, which
Yoongi!
I completely missed.
I did not. Mostly because I was literally at work while he was live.
I figured you were probably working.
I was awake. Not that I wanted to be personally, but I was, and I was working. Yeah, he was just talking about that, which was very like sneaky, to be honest, because like an hour later shit dropped and I was just like, boy, you knew that this was coming and you decided
to, of course he did,
wreck our stuff beforehand.
Yes, you know, he
pre-planned.
Jess, he's a producer, of course he knew.
They always do this to us. They're always just like, this is, I will get back to Yugi's Vlive in a second, but like Tay sharing his Life Goes On demo on Instagram, and then
but like, also his beautiful flower boy.
Tay, I love you so much. Please don't delete your Instagram stories, please. Boy, I need to enjoy them.
That's why you go to Twitter.
I know.
Because they're usually there.
I know. He's like, let me just share this with like millions of people, but it's only between us.
Of course. That's just like Weverse, right?
Weverse is like the Google for the members. I swear to God. They're just like,
and we just remember Hybe asking ARMY what photos he posted for Jimin's birthday last year.
Or even just Tay, like, how do I work Instagram? he tried to do like the answering.
The question. You should have just like texted Cookie.
I know, they should.
You would have told him.
Or maybe not. Maybe.
Well,
JK would have been like,
in the MBTI, we figured that JK does not like using his phone.
Oh yeah, true. He doesn't answer texts or calls apparently. Honestly, he's Vibe. I don't.
Well, we already knew that because like in interviews before, they were like, "Who's the worst with the group chat?" And they were like, all like Cookie. It was like, "Yeah, they're annoying, so I don't answer."
Yeah. That's kind of interesting, actually. Hold on. BTS. I wanna, because they took. I
have a screenshot of the
results.
Yeah, and from 2017 to now.
Oh, okay, great. That's what I wanted to look at.
Only Jin didn't change. All of them changed except for Jin.
That's, that's interesting because I feel like his personality hasn't changed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that his core hasn't changed that much.
I put it in Discord.
Oh, perfect. Which is kind of interesting because mine hasn't changed either. Like, I've taken this test so many times, but it hasn't changed.
Yeah, mine changed.
Didn't yours change? We took this test like...
Yeah, mine changed
at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, so the first time I took the test was in 2016.
Yeah.
And I was one thing. And then in 2018, I took it again and it changed. But then I took it again another time, like later in 2018, and then again in 2020, it was still the same. And then we all took it in the group chat at the beginning of 2022, and then it changed again.
Yeah, mine hasn't changed. I'm still the architect. Which is kind of interesting because, like, if
I see it though, so...
If I took a poll of people who I have, like, met in person, I guarantee that people wouldn't necessarily call me introverted.
I am the adventurer now.
Fascinating.
Because I'm so adventurous in life. So.
J-Hope being an introvert now is kind of interesting.
I mean, the way I kind of don't really doubt it all that much, because although he's like very social and everything, I'm the same way. I'm like very social, but like I have a social battery and depletes really quick.
Right.
It might be the same for Hybe.
Maybe. I don't doubt that.
I want to see my history. Come on, website.
It's interesting because all of my results, like, I think we did like a breakdown of it, but all of my results are very like in the middle. So like I'm not one side or the other side. It's like very in the middle. Like all of my results are between like 51 and 60.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not necessarily like one or the other. I just am more analytical than I am the other way. Which is kind of
I think they changed their No, I don't want to retake the test. Go away.
But I thought I would bring it up because you know, they did that entire like series of things, which is kind of interesting that they would release that now. Like, what does that have to do with what's going on? Like, I feel like something is coming. Maybe like a run episode. Like, this kind of feels like a run episode,
Yeah,
but
it
like
does.
on YouTube. And I'm like,
I'll take
are they
it.
moving?
Are they moving?
Are they moving to YouTube now? Anyway, so back to Yoongi's Vlive. It was very nice to see him, obviously. Like, we miss all of them.
Oi. Sorry.
But I'm really glad he came to like talk to us about that and how much he loved filming everything and, you know, producing the song for Psy, and got to just like hear him chat about it. I could listen to him talk literally all day long.
Yeah, 1,000%.
Like all day. Did you actually end up watching like the full live?
I haven't had the time yet.
Ah, okay.
I've been watching too many dramas. No, for real. I finished like 2 dramas in the span of a week.
Oh my god.
I finished like the 2nd season of Love Alarm that I've been putting off. So that's like 6 long episodes. And then I watched 39, which I cried my eyes out the whole time. Now I'm watching Beauty Inside.
Oh.
I'm on episode 12. I have like a couple more episodes. But yeah, I've been taking like a small break from, like, I've been gaming also, but just like less than I usually do.
Right.
Just so I can like rest a little bit, kind of thing.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I need to watch Yoongi's live.
It was fun. I liked it. So we got more information about the anthology that's about to come out.
Bruh.
So it is an anthology. So the difference between like
I'm back.
The difference between like an anthology and then like a greatest hits album is an anthology is more music that's like remixed or re-released or
you have a higher chance of getting like different versions of music that you love than, for example, like BTS The Best.
Exactly, yeah. Like that is more of like a compilation of music that's like from all of their different albums, but nothing has changed in terms of like the sound, or nothing's been remixed, or people aren't featured on it. Like that kind of stuff isn't different, but this anthology is stuff that we're never gonna see like again.
Or stuff that we've been waiting to get, like, yeah. So shall we go through the first track list together?
Yes, I want to go through both of them because I have
Born
thoughts.
Singer.
Okay, first of all, dirty. That was dirty. You can't start off the album with Born Singer Hybe. I swear.
But also it kind of makes sense, you know?
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense because like proof, as in like, you know, like ARMY's the proof. This is our proof, which is why I think with CD number 1, having all of them be the title tracks of all of their albums makes sense. It fits really well with this idea of like proof, bulletproof, you know, like you're our proof, etc., etc.
Because then we have No More Dream.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Boy in Love.
Great.
Of course.
Of course.
Danger.
so excited.
Yeah, me too. I Need You. Run.
I Need You is kind of interesting because they do have a remix of I Need You.
But also I Need You is kind
remix.
of like the kind of song that like pushed them forward in the K-pop industry.
Which makes sense that it's on this particular one. Since all of these are title tracks, it does make sense that like these ones are on there specifically. Like I feel like each one of these title tracks is like a milestone that they've like.
Oh, wait a whole goddamn minute. Okay, when we get to track 19, I have words.
Okay.
I have words.
Okay.
Then we got Run and Fire.
Oh my god, if Fire is the Permission to Dance stage remix, I will lose my mind.
Sorry.
Literally. I can't.
You know how long we've been asking for this?
Please, like that song, that concert, I need it. I need it in my hands. Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Thank you.
Of course, Spring Bidet is on there.
Yeah, of course.
DNA, Fake Love. Idol.
Also, Fake Love is one that I also got a remix before.
Yes.
A couple of them, I think.
But it's interesting because like Blood, Sweat, and Tears and Fake Love, I feel like that'll probably be the stage remixes that we got.
Yeah, probably.
That would make sense.
And I'm 100% fine with that.
Same.
Idol.
I hope that Idol has Junie saying "Put your motherfucking
yes."
Because I can't listen to that song without hearing him say that. I swear.
Oh, speaking of like hearing K-pop songs without being able to hear something else through it.
Yeah.
Whenever I hear the actual song Ping Pong now, I hear Yeonjun. Yeah, every single time. And I know the song Ping Pong. Like
yeah, no, I know.
I know the real lyrics, but Yeonjun is just part of it now.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dawn. Sorry, Yuna.
TikTok, man, I swear. So Boy with Love with Halsey, that's kind of interesting. I wonder what they're gonna do with that.
It's my ARMY song, so I'm just happy it's on there.
Yeah.
You know?
On Dynamite, Life Goes On, Butter. Okay, so Dynamite and Butter specifically, those ones have tons of remixes. So I'm interested to see.
Dynamite has literally 2 like mini albums of remixes just for it.
Butter. But you know what's interesting is Permission to Dance isn't on here, which I thought it might be because it's like its own.
I mean, it might be on the 3rd one. Maybe the 3rd one is a dedication to ARMY.
That's what I was thinking too. Wait, we haven't gotten to the 2nd one yet.
Sorry.
Yeah, and then Life Goes On as well. I mean, B is like, come on, one of those albums. You can't not have it. Which speaking of which, sorry, I'm gonna.
Yeah, no, we've been going on.
I'm gonna go on
tangents.
a tangent for a
second. Go ahead.
Okay, so I know that some people are upset about having an anthology album because we're not getting a real album. But this is also very strategic from Hybe because like you can have 3 new songs without like doing an incomplete tour and stuff because we know what's going to happen at the end of the year.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it out loud because I don't have any say in it. And it's honestly like, what's the point of me having a conversation about it when it's not really my decision?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, and I don't have any opinion about it. It is what it is.
It is what it is, yeah.
So it makes sense to release an anthology where you only have like 3 tracks that you can promote and release, and then you have this entire anthology that we can have for 18 months and then come back with like a whole new album with new music. That's like my thought here. My other thing with this is like some people, I'm not gonna name names, you know who you are. But some people have been saying like we haven't gotten a full album since 7, Map of the Soul 7. I'm sorry.
What happened to B?
That's what I mean. Like I don't understand. Like B was a complete album, and somebody had said that B isn't full of love. It doesn't have enough love put into it. Apparently.
No, what the problem with B is that too many people doesn't love it enough.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but Fly to My Room, Life Goes On, Blue and Gray.
Again, I literally have it tattooed on my arm.
Yeah, like it's so full of love because they made it themselves. That was like the first time that all of the members were involved in the making of this process from start to finish. Like, what do you mean it doesn't have any love? Sorry, I just need to go on this tangent because it really bothers me that people don't give B enough of enough credit, because like also we charted every single one of those songs, including the skit on
Including the
Billboard Top Hot 100. So you
Mhm.
can't say to me that that album doesn't have enough love or that ARMY doesn't love it, because they absolutely do. And I will not deal with.
I will be the first one to say that I do, because again, I have Life Goes On tattooed on my arm in the exact font that is on the album.
In this household, we do not slander B.
Absolutely.
It's a beautiful album.
Okay.
It deserves love.
Okay, I need to go on my tangent now.
Okay, yeah. Yet to Come, the new track.
Okay,
go.
Look at the third writer on that track. I just realized that.
The third writer.
Fucking Max, yo.
Oh, Max is on there.
I just realized that. I was like, fucking Max is on there. It's gonna be a bop, yo.
He did tweet that out.
Yeah, I just not realized. I'm not.
I didn't realize it either. So, so yeah, Yet to Come is our new song that's gonna be on this CD specifically, because we're getting 3 new tracks, 3 CDs. Okay, so Yet to Come. I have a feeling that Yet to Come is going to be like, it feels to me like it's gonna be like an I Need You, Life Goes On, Spring Day vibe.
Oh, 1000%.
That's my feeling when it comes to that song, because it's kind of interesting too, because like Yet to Come, the best is yet to come, like, you know, there's so many like
the most beautiful moment.
The most beautiful, first of all, them saying forget about the most beautiful moments. They are such trolls.
Bring back Mint Yoongi, that's what I'm saying.
True. But I'm really interested to see what Yet to Come is. I also don't want to cry, but I probably will. So.
Oh, we 1000%.
We're also getting like, you know,
I'm just now also like so excited that Max is on this track.
It's gonna be interesting.
Just how excited I was for Troy to be on Louder Than Bombs.
Yeah. I'm interested to see how everything's gonna go, because we still have one more track list to go. Like in terms of, so we got our like comeback map, which ironically is in the shape of a record player.
Yeah,
like a record.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, so we're getting our track list. Don't worry, we're gonna go to track list in a second. I need to, you know, my brain is
take a moment.
Okay, so we have still the Proof of Inspiration, which is gonna be next week. And then concept photos, more concept photos. But then, like, what is happening on June 7th? What is that?
No, you're actually asking what's happening on your birthday.
I am. My birthday is June 7th, so something's happening. And then we're getting
also, especially, okay, when you were, like, saying about, like, people being mad that this is an anthology and that it was strategic, it's also, like, very sentimental.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it's coming out basically like 3 days before their anniversary.
Well,
it's gonna be 9 years.
Yeah, and that's what's interesting too, because their anniversary, there's a question mark in the middle here.
Yeah.
So what is going to be the question?
Remember when the date was announced and I'm just like, an album for Festa? I was right.
Yeah, actually though. Because it makes sense. Like, Festa's gonna be coming.
I keep going out of focus.
Festa's coming, so that's also like, you know, so I wonder what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna speculate because, like, I'll get myself.
We're already clowns enough.
I'm already clowns enough.
You don't need to do that to yourself. Okay, so tracklist 2.
So tracklist number 2. This to me feels like they're all having their own individual things and then their favorite compilation, like favorite
unit songs.
Unit songs. So the first song is Run BTS, which is a new song.
Which they like kind of talk about on on Run BTS.
On Run, yeah.
But like we want to do like a soundtrack for Run BTS, and I think we're getting it.
I think like apparently K-ARMYs are theorizing that Run BTS is like a 2022 version of Boys with Fun and Attack on Bangtan.
Oh my god, that would be so fun.
Yeah, like I know we're clowns, but like also.
Okay, so the way that that ARMY has been theorizing this track list is basically goes in fan chant order.
Yeah.
And then it goes the solo song and then the unit song they chose.
Yeah. That's what I think too, is like they all like sat down and they chose their favorite, you know, the sorry. I lost my words. Words on a page. They chose their solo track that really represents them the best, I think, just based on the specific songs that they chose for their solos. I feel like this is like who they are.
Yeah.
And then the unit songs are like, I don't know.
They're also pretty representative of them.
Yeah.
Honestly.
I feel like it does make sense. So like Junie picked Intro Persona, which I feel like
is
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then his unit song was Stay.
Yes.
Which I love. Oh my god. I'm so excited.
And then Jin is Moon. And then he chose Jamais Vu. I love that song. How many times have I chosen that song as my BTS
song?
Many
times. So many times. Yoongi chose Trivia Seesaw. And then unit
One
song...
moment, I'm having my moment.
Yeah. And then BTS Cypher Part 3 Killa, which I'm so excited about. Listen, the Cypher like
we need to have a Tay cameo on there. Please. Give the boy what he wants.
He really needs it. He needs it.
And then Hybe chose Alter Ego, which makes so much sense.
So much sense. Come on.
And then he chose Her as his unit song.
I can't. I love that song. Jimin chose Filter as his solo song, which definitely makes a lot of sense. Like I'm thinking of his like other solo tracks, and I'm like, no, it had to be Filter. And then the unit song of Friends, which is so sweet.
So cute.
I love that.
Then Tay chose Singularity. Honestly, didn't think that one would be making a comeback, but also it makes a lot of sense because it is very much of Tay's vibe.
Yeah, totally.
And then he chose Zero O'Clock, a precious bean.
My 0 o'clock. And then JK finally chose Euphoria, which
makes sense, but also it's like one of my favorite like solo songs.
Really, it is like, yeah. And then Dimple as his unit
this
song.
man is wanting to kill us.
Yeah, this man wanted us to die. Like, dead.
So much I finished my coffee.
I can't believe we're getting Dimple, first of all. A 2022 remaster of Dimple. Stop it. I'm done.
Okay, but what if we get Pied Piper on the next one?
Well, okay, so this is tracklist number 3. Feels like, you know, like they had their title tracks. They had BTS's, I'm gonna call it like BTS's favorite tracks.
Yeah.
And now the third one, I think you're right. I think it'll be like ARMY.
Yeah, like an homage to ARMY kind of thing.
So I think maybe we'll get like Young Forever, maybe.
I have a feeling we're gonna get We Are Bulletproof, The Eternal.
Maybe. Magic Shop.
Microcosmos.
Maybe
when you think of ARMY songs, probably any of those like tracks that will pop into your head first will most likely be there. I have a feeling we might get Home too.
Oh yeah.
Again, speculation. It should come out like
tomorrow.
1 or 2 days max.
Yeah.
I don't want to do like time zone math at the moment. My brain is mush.
Yeah.
But yeah, let us know what you think about these two track lists so far.
I'm loving it.
I'm
honestly,
so excited.
I'm so excited. Like, it's gonna be so good. I'm so interested to see how they're gonna rework a lot of these songs. Especially
I'm just
songs...
excited to be getting Born Singer finally.
Oh my god.
Like, I'll be able to listen to it on my Spotify.
I know!
Finally.
Finally. God, it took forever, but here
I'll
we
be
are.
able to be in my feels crying by myself.
Facts.
Okay.
Yeah, I honestly, I'm hoping that they'll release like a behind the scenes of why they chose the songs that they did to like
I have a feeling they will
rethink here, because
like
I have a lot of
we've been in this
questions.
BTS shit for a while, so I have a feeling we will.
Yeah.
All right. So Thursday's Child came out.
Yes.
On Monday. Well, today as we're filming this, but
yes.
on Monday.
On Monday.
So if you haven't seen it yet, we have a reaction of the MV for Good Boy Gone Bad that came out on Tuesday.
I'll put it.
There's gonna be a link somewhere on the screen. Somewhere. We've already like went in depth about like the music video in itself and blah blah blah. I'm the only one that also listened to all other tracks at the moment.
Yeah, I didn't.
It's so good.
Only because like I didn't want to spoil for the whole vibe of the album yet. I wanted to listen to the title track first. But what I can say about the title track is, holy crap, it's so
good. It's the whole thing is so good, Jess. You're gonna have a blast. So you need to tell me like your reactions.
I will.
I need to know.
Yeah. I really, really enjoyed Good Boy. Bad Boy, sorry.
Good Boy Gone Bad. Good Boy, Bad Boy.
Good Boy, Bad Boy.
This went full on good cup, bad cup.
I did. I really enjoyed it. It's completely TXT's vibe, and I think the more and more that they continue down this path, I think it's just going to be stronger and stronger and stronger.
Like, the main takeaway from our reaction video is that they are killing their like good boy persona and going into full on like punk rock bad boy kind of thing, and I'm just like, hello, bonjour.
I'm completely here for it. I think it fits.
안녕하세요.
Oh well, 안녕하세요. Hi, hello, Anya.
Hello, bonjour, salut. Hello. I think I've exhausted all my. Oh, konnichiwa.
Oh, there you go.
Ni hao. That's it. I've gone through French, English, Spanish, German, Chinese, Japanese, and Korean. I think that's enough.
I think that's pretty good. That's a lot of hellos, you know? But I think that this like new era of punk rock vibe is definitely a really good fit for TXT. I think it fits with their...
We've mentioned it like with Love Song and Loser Lover, but they took that and just like ran with it.
Oh yeah, like it's like they took that and then dialed it up to 11.
At least 1,000, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely like higher and higher and higher, and I think you know, like,
I'm here for it. It's so good.
Yeah, we talked about it, you know, like how there's like 5 tracks, and I think this is like a reset of what's about to come later down the line, which I'm excited for. I think that they're just gonna continue to be like a huge powerhouse.
Remember when we first started the podcast and I was kind of like on the fence?
Yes, I do remember this.
Venturing out of BTS.
Yep.
And then I do believe it was like New Year's 2021.
Yeah.
I just like, because we watched the New Year's Eve, like the New Year's Eve, and I was like, okay. And then I fell into TXT, and now I've ventured out into like other groups as well, like an IPN. ITZY, Twice, the Seraphim. I've been places now, thanks to TXT. So
yeah, I mean, like I've said before, I've been following them since the debut, since Crown. That was like
Crown is one of my all-time favorite songs.
My introduction to them. And I think that, you know, they've just gotten so much better over time. And I think they've finally found like a place that really fits them well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that'll just continue going forward.
And I mean, like, their improvement shows, and it is so very fascinating and special to see them go through that improvement over time.
Oh, totally.
If you're someone that hasn't been into TXT before, like, I think you would agree with me to just like at least go through their title tracks in order, just to see like the evolution and how they've improved over time.
Oh, totally.
Is absolutely so special.
Oh yeah.
That's our tip. I mean, it's like that for most groups, actually. Like,
yeah, to just like go through from start to finish. Even BTS.
It gives you like a better understanding of where they're coming from and why they're going where they're going,
and how they, you know, like how they started and where they are now, and just like that evolution. I mean, BTS is the same way, right? Like you look at their debut comparatively to where they are now. Like that's a huge difference between the two of them.
I mean, like last week you probably saw my fail message.
Yeah.
I sent the website to my friend as her song of the day and made sure to send her the explanation behind the lyrics.
Yes, yeah.
Because it's the kind of song where like you can just like jam to it. Like there's no problem with that. But there's also like a deeper understanding of the lyrics, and I feel like at least like knowing about it makes you appreciate the song so much more.
Totally. And I like have said this before, but like the lyrics are such a huge part of the song itself. Like, yes, it's about the music, but the heart of it is in the lyrics, and it wouldn't be anything without that piece with it. Like the music and the notes and the melody, nothing would happen unless you have the lyrics that are with it.
Yeah, I mean, we've mentioned it with Runaway in our reaction video. It's like, like there's nothing wrong with like, well, I mean, nothing wrong, but you get what I mean.
Yes.
With like just jamming to the song, because it is like a very like catchy song.
Oh yeah.
But like behind it, the lyrics are so freaking sad.
Yeah. yeah. Just like, you know, and it also gives like an in-depth sort of view into, you know, where they were at the time and how they've sort of evolved, right? Like
I'm so proud.
Yeah.
Why? I'm just like, they don't know me, and yet I'm so freaking proud.
I know. Sorry.
Like even in Hybe, they haven't been out for like, they haven't debuted that long ago, and yet like their evolution is already like so great, and you're just like, babies.
Babies. Yeah. And I think it's also, you know, a part of that also has to do with that ability to have a company who can sort of guide you in the right direction, but also like support where you want to go now, and like how you've changed. And I think as fans, like we can appreciate our artists being able to grow and change and evolve over time, because we're evolving with them. It's not like, you know, we're being left behind, but it's like an evolution of both of us together.
Yeah.
That's sort of how it like feels. Even with BTS too, like I feel like over time they've sort of, you know, gone from being very like depressed and not sure like where they wanted to be and where do they want to go, to being like even more confident as time has gone by, right? Like and that ability to like put your feelings into something is like very difficult because it's vulnerable, right?
It's
like
so admirable of all of them to be able to do that.
Definitely. Like, and I think TXT is starting to get to that like level of being able to have that vulnerability and put that into their music.
The babies.
Yeah. And like even
they'll
like,
always be my babies.
Yeah, it's true. Even like this new track list, to have like them be producing on it or writing on it or like being a part of the process, you can even tell that like through their music too.
Absolutely.
And I think like their last album Freeze, they were also, a lot of them were a part of all these processes, and Blue Hour also, like all of these albums.
There was at least like one of them on each track, if I remember correctly. Freeze, at least.
So that will even lend more and more well as
Because
like we
as
go on.
longer you've been in the industry, the more you want to be involved in what you're making and what you're putting out.
Oh, totally.
And I know not all groups are that way, and that's totally fine.
No, that's
but
totally
that's
fine.
really admirable, from BTS and TXT, and a lot of Hybe groups are like that. And I think they are not pushed, but encouraged to put their own
spin on it.
Yeah, their own spin, their own sound, and make sure that what they're putting out is just their own.
And I think that was from the beginning. Hitman was saying I want my artists to be artists first, and then everything else will just be secondary to that. And I think that as a foundation really lends well, because all of their other artists are extremely well versed in their own music, and they're always.
I feel like that's why I'm I admire Hybe and P Nation so much, because both of them are just I want you to put out what you want to put out. Yeah. Yes, Hybe groups have concepts, but at the end of the day, the music that they're putting out is theirs.
Yeah. So it's true. And I think it really shows, especially for TXT and especially in this album, that they have their stamp on it.
Yeah, you can definitely hear it.
You can tell. It's the title track. Even though I've only listened to the title track, I feel like the stamp of TXT is all over it.
I can confirm for the rest of the tracks too. It's them 1,000%.
It's beautiful. I love it. And even we just talked about the anthology, and I feel like you can even see that just all over the tracks of both of the sets of them. All of the members are a part of writing, producing, whatever. And it's kind of hot. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of hot.
It's not kind of hot. It is hot.
It's hot. It's hot to see all of their names all over their songs.
She says that, and then she's about to take a sip of her hot coffee.
True. But anyway, I'm super proud of TXT, and I think that
Bebes.
And this album will be I'm excited to listen to the whole thing.
I'm gonna watch the performance right after we're done filming. All right. Last point before we move to artist shout out. Nowadays Interviews.
Yes, we got some with the ARMY membership. I think that this has to do with what the next ARMY membership concept is going to be for the second half of this year, because you have to renew your membership to ARMY. So I think that this might have something to do with that, because that would just.
I'm going to a movie with Yoongi, so it is what it is.
Yeah, I love this behind the scenes of stuff that they would want to do with ARMY.
Yeah,
I think it's so sweet.
It's so cute.
It's so cute. Rent an entire coffee shop, June. I would love to have a conversation with you. No, I'm not.
Or really Jimin wanting to go on a road trip.
Jin doing an amusement park. And then V wanting to have us all in a record store together.
It would have to be at least the size of a Walmart.
True. Yeah, and Hybe just having wanting to have a conversation with us. We haven't gotten Jungkook's left. I think that's the only one we have left.
Yeah.
But
it'll come out sometime this week.
What I actually find hilarious is the difference between conversations. RM has a paragraph answering each of these questions, and then you go all the way down to V, and it's one sentence.
I mean, even Yoongi's is a couple sentences each, and that was about it.
It's really funny. And then Jimin's also is paragraphs.
I mean, Jimin loves to talk, but also June and Jimin are extroverts, so
it's true. Our extroverts are showing. I think it's so sweet to see what they are thinking and what they want to do with ARMYs and how they're feeling at this moment. I think it's really cute. And of course they want to have a concert and see more ARMYs and stuff.
Of course.
I mean, yeah. Obviously.
Of course.
Of course.
Artist shout out?
Yes.
All right. So my artist this week is It's Caroline on Twitter.
Ooh.
Or yeah. It just
Oh.
yeah.
Wow.
Isn't it so pretty?
Oh, I love the pastels. Like even this Jungkook, like in all black, it's very like
Yeah.
pastel-y and like.
And then if you go down, you have Tay with his floral shirt.
And the bag that I will never look at in my life. Oh, I love.
It's just so good. Like, but the frickety frack.
Oh
you know?
my god, this Haru one.
Yes.
Stop. I love. Yes, please. Sir.
Hello?
Are you there?
What about yours?
My
Oh my
artist
God.
is Jenny on Instagram.
Yeah, I follow Jenny.
Yeah. I honestly I love her art. It's like it's realistic, but it's also just like I love like the sketchiness of it. You know what I mean? Like it's
We both went for kind of the same vibe this week.
yeah. Kind of, yeah. I don't know.
It's so good.
It's just so good and like I just like I said, I really like the like sketchy nature of it.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, like I'm a sucker for like full color stuff. I think it's so like beautiful.
People are so freaking talented. Like,
yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah.
What the heck?
What the heck?
So I have a couple memes. I figured we could do some like a couple of them because of the track list and stuff.
Yes. This one is my favorite one.
Yeah.
Because like
I have one that's similar.
Here's the thing, like Born Singer, I was not expecting that one to be on the list. But I'm so like glad that it is. Honestly, like I love it so much.
I'm just like
it's good. It's I'm gonna be in tears, like literal tears everywhere.
I have a random one over here. It's kind of funny. Jungwon took him like 100 less episode than Hobie to realize it. Like, what am I doing?
What am I doing? Why am I doing this?
We also had this week. For those didn't know.
Oh,
it was Holy's birthday.
Happy birthday, Holy!
A little baby.
Little bean.
No, small. And then of course we have this one.
Oh my god. I love Jimin's though is freaking hilarious. It's like I will just like voice like call you, but like I want to be interacting with you. Junie, I swear to God. Also, not him like posting a photo of her and then actually it being on the anthology. Like, June!
Biggest troll, I swear.
He is a freaking troll. Like, how is that not a spoiler? Namjoona! Like,
how'd you like this one?
I am poor. Yeah. Honestly, BTS has made me poor. I think I'm okay with it though.
I think so.
I think so. Do you have one more?
I do. I think that's a good one to end on.
Honestly, like I think that Yet to Come is gonna be like that. Which is gonna be hilarious when that one and all of them start to like fight to see who's on top. Like Spring Day, Born Singer, and Yet to Come fight.
Or we're gonna play Smash Bros, but with BTS songs.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much how it's gonna be, I swear. Because like we're so excited about Born Singer, I swear that it's been trending for like days.
And we've been blindsided.
Yeah, and then Yet to Come in Spring Day, just like standing there being like, what do we do? What do we do?
All right, shall we go to our songs of the week?
Yes, let's go.
All right, so my BTS song this week is Seesaw because it's on the second. Yoongi chose Seesaw, his solo song, and I'm just like, boy. I literally have it tattooed on my body. And my non-BTS song is literally the whole Thursday's Child album because I could not choose.
Yeah, it's fair.
I was like, which one am I going to choose? And then my friend was like, why not the whole album? I was like, you're right. This is also my podcast. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
That's true.
And I know Jess will not stop me.
No, I will not actually.
Because she agrees with me.
I do. So my BTS songs, okay, so I had put Cypher 4 last week.
She has.
And then Cypher 3 on the... Listen, I called it. Indirectly, I called it.
You are a psychic.
I'm a psychic. Cypher 4, I've been like listening to it a lot because it's on the That playlist. Because it fits really well with that song.
Yep, boy.
And I love it a lot. Like I love it's just like so rough, but like in the best way possible. I don't know how to describe it other than that. And then my non-BTS song, because TXT came out
TXT.
They came out with their stuff today. I decided to choose Crown as my non-BTS song because it's their debut.
Crown will forever be an amazing song.
It's so good. It's such a powerful way to start.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Absolutely. All right. Well, that marks the end of today's episode. As usual, we have a new podcast coming out every Thursday and a clip coming out every Sunday at 3 p.m. EST. You can also listen to us on the go, basically on any app where you can listen to podcasts on the go. Yep. You can also find us on our socials at Army Think Tank or at Army Think Tank Podcast. And otherwise, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell to be notified whenever we post a new video. On that note, have a good week.
Have a good week, everybody.
And we'll see you next Thursday.
Yes. Bye.